Good morning, Aquarius folks. It is almost Libra season. It begins Sunday morning, and I'm trying to think astrologically, you guys are not doing too awful bad. Other than the fact that your ruling planet of Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, which is actually of the retrogrades the better one because it does kind of calm down the chaos in the world around us and bring us more into an awakening type of energy. So not too awful bad. The eclipse that's going to happen on October 2nd is actually in a nice aspect to your sign. However, it is going to require you to let go of some things in order to be able to start new. So let's just go ahead and pull some cards here. Oh, and Jupiter will be stationing retrograde in Gemini, and that is a nice aspect to you as well. But that Jupiter retrograde, it can kind of slow things down, so just keep that in mind as well. All right, let's see. Libra season as a whole. The moon. So Uranus retrograde, your ruling planet being retrograde, is kind of putting you in a more intuitive space. It's helping you to kind of see the things that are usually unseen. Being in Taurus, it is shaking things up. It's shaking up your sense of stability. So there is kind of this fear involved with it a little bit. So kind of keep that in mind as you go through. If you're starting to feel more anxious and fearful, it could just be that your kind of internal compass is getting shaken up a little bit, okay? What is something unexpected for Aquarius during Libra season? Queen of Cups. And look here, she is moving towards the moon. You might find some giving people around you right now. Some people that are compassionate, they're understanding, they're empathetic, they're intuitive, helping you kind of work through the things that are not very clear. It might even be someone that you don't expect to help you. Let's face it, Aquarius is not real good at asking for help. So it might kind of throw you off that somebody just sees that you're having a hard time and comes in and says, hey, let me help you, right? So it really could be a very unexpected thing, but I feel like there is somebody in your space that is really offering you some type of compassionate, non-judgmental help to work through the things that are becoming more clear that you're maybe not understanding very well. How to stay grounded. Seven of Pentacles. So really make sure that as things are kind of being shaken up, those aha moments are coming out, you're starting to see things a little differently from a different perspective. Make sure that you're making the adjustments to your plans as those things come up. Continue working on whatever it is you're working on. Whatever it is that you're trying to build, keep going on that. Just make sure that you're listening to that intuition, to those aha moments, those awakening moments, to adjust that work as you need to in order to allow it to grow in a better way. Okay. An important emotion for Aquarius. Three of Pentacles. So there's some more help here. There's some this is about networking. It's about coworkers. It's about the stable people in your orbit that you kind of interact with daily, but maybe you're not super close to them. Maybe these are just, again, people involved in whatever your business is, usually very work related. So if you're seeing these people come up, number one, again, make sure that you're listening to your intuition and you're listening, asking for advice maybe from more intuitive people as well to try to work through the things that are coming up. But there is these opportunities there that the Jupiter in a trine to your sign and the Libra, all the Libra energy, the Libra sun, and the eclipse being in a trine to your sign is really opening up that door to connections to others, to communication with others, to being able to share your ideas with others. So it's really important to, you know, get out there and do that and not shut down and, you know, shy away from things, okay? Which I know Aquarius doesn't really do that, but just keep that in mind. What is something that will inspire Aquarius during Libra season? Ooh, do I have more? We have 9 of Pentacles. So there is an abundance there. You maybe aren't quite all the way there, but it's there, right? It's like something may come up during this time. You might see something fall into place. Maybe even like there's definitely a hint of finances being a thing here, or at least stability in some way. It may be that something does fall into place for you guys, very on a financial level, or just on a level of home and family and just stability in general. But something in that is really helping you to like keep your eye on the prize. It's helping you to keep moving forward. It's helping you to focus on whatever adjustments it is that you need to make in order to keep building that abundance. Spirit guides speaking. 10 of Swords. There's an ending. There are things that need to end. Before Pluto moves back into your sign in November, that'll be during Scorpio season, there's some stuff that's going to need to end in your life so that you can start that new cycle. There's that 16-year cycle of Pluto in Capricorn is coming to its final end, and there's a lot of stuff that's really, a lot of people are trying to cling to that 16-year cycle, but we've got to let that stuff go so that we can move forward into this Pluto in Aquarius, and that is bringing just a whole new sense of power to that Aquarius energy. So make sure that when things seem like they need to end, if you got to end it. Let it go. It might be hurtful, it might be painful, but you've got to. I know you guys are kind of stubborn and don't want to let things go and don't want to let things end, but sometimes you have to let those things end in order to make space for the new to come in. How to best support yourself. We got a couple of them. 10 of Wands and 2 of Swords. So this is going to go along with that ending. You got a lot on your plate. You got to make the decision to cut some of it out. So you've got to let go of some of the stuff. Again, you can only carry so much. There's only so much room in your life for so many people, stuff, things. You've got to clear the old out in order to make space for the new. Otherwise, you're going to end up carrying so much weight that you won't be able to move forward. So you've got to drop some. You got to drop some of these wands if you want to keep going. Otherwise, you're going to end up just completely weighed down and exhausted and overwhelmed. On the bottom, we have Ace of Swords. There could be your ruling planet being retrograde and you being that sign, and Uranus being the planet of like aha moments, enlightenment. It is the great awakener. You guys have ideas all the time, okay? So there's some new ideas that you have for the future here that is really kind of driving all of this, the endings that need to happen, the adjustments that need to happen, and you're going to be shown the path forward to be able to put those ideas into place and make them actually happen. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers for the moon here. Clarifiers for the moon card. I don't want half the deck though. And again, we've got entirely too many cards, but we're going to go with it anyway. All right. First and foremost, my dogs are going crazy. Judgment. Judgment card is oftentimes like a second chance to do things differently. It is that that call to atone for things, I guess you would say. So it's that, it's almost like you're getting another opportunity to make something happen, and but you're gonna have to approach it from a different way. You can't do it the same way you always do things, okay? We do have Page of Swords and King of Swords here. So there is this sense of needing to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, stand your ground, being curious and learning things that you need to learn, right? But also making sure that you're good and firm with your words. You're not allowing anyone else to influence how you're thinking, what your ideas are. And then we have Queen of Pentacles and Two of Cups here. So there is abundance in a partnership. There's abundance in this networking, this working with others. So make sure that you're not like shutting everything down. You need to make sure that you're finding the people and you're filling the space around you with people that are hearing you, hearing what you're actually saying, hearing your ideas, and are willing to work with you instead of shut you down, okay? So I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards here. What is influencing Libra season for Aquarius? What's influencing Aquarius for Libra season? Ooh. Maybe. That's a lot. We don't want that many cards. We just want one, please. It's still thrown up, but we're going with this one. Oh my goodness, this deck always cracks me up. You need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. Take the time to relax. Take the time to spend some time with yourself, right? Listening to you, it's hard to hear your intuition. It's hard to hear those, the aha moments and those like awakening type of moments if you're always keeping yourself busy. And Aquarius is one of the two signs in particular that are continuously keeping yourselves busy. So make sure that you're taking that time. Do some yoga, do some meditation, do something calm, something that quiets your mind, something that quiets your body so that you can hear what the universe is trying to say to you. It's so that you're not like avoiding actually doing something with that, okay? You need to be able to see those signs. You need to be able to hear what it is that you're being told, okay? Just lost it. Oh, advice. It kind of feels a little bit like the universe is going to force you into like a moment of silence and quiet, so that you are having to listen to your intuition a little better. Well then, I got a couple of Aquariuses in my life and I found this funny. Your advice, fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. If you've done somebody wrong, if you've made a mistake, maybe you didn't see things clearly, maybe you were in a bad space at the time, maybe something happened that got out of hand, who knows what it is, apologize. Don't make excuses for it. Don't say, I'm sorry, but that's not an apology. That's an excuse. Just apologize. Before Pluto officially moves back into Aquarius for good for the next 20-something, 30 years, I don't know, forever. Before that happens, you want to clear the slate now. That's kind of what this Judgment card actually is giving me the vibes of, is getting that second chance to clear the slate, okay? So if you've got something that you're carrying some kind of guilt on, something that's holding you back, that might be one of these heavy wands that you need to lay down, okay? Make sure that you are apologizing. You're not always right. It's that's all there is to it. I know that quite often, especially if you have a harshly aspected Uranus, there is a push oftentimes to insist that you are right, okay? Nobody is always right, ever. There are people are wrong from time to time. Every single human being on this earth. Apologize for the wrongs that you've done. Listen to your intuition in the things that need to be ended. Make the adjustments that you need to make and let go of some of the weight that's been holding you down so that you can move forward once we move into this new phase. Like I said, you guys got a whole, not even 2 months now before Pluto is officially in your sign for good. So let's make sure we're clearing out all of this old stuff before we move into that next phase.